Hobby, why are you laughing, Tai? Anything funny? Narrowing his eyes at Tai, who is excitedly walking around the room with smiling and mumbling. Tai sat on the bed by completely ignoring Hobby's presence in the room and covered his face by recollecting past events. The way he introduced Nancy to Bunny, pain that he caused to his Bunny, wasn't he suffered that night? Because of this reason, his pale face, he deserved a punishment for that sin. Jin and Wayne are very fair in that state. He have earned that anger and disrespect from them. Does he need another third-party revelation for realize his life? He has wished that he could have changed the past. If so, this might not be turned out like this into a more worsened situation. My Bunny, I am sorry, I am ashamed of myself, Bunny. I looked at Hobby while mumbling to himself. This man is here to search his his life, his love, his heart from him. Things need to be clear from his side before it gets more complicated. After all, Hobby is not a bad guy and will understand that Bunny belongs to him. And Hobby actually he stopped midway, seeing Nancy standing behind Hobby. Nancy surprisingly as Hobby turned out to Nancy with a smile. He bowed by and went out from the room, give privacy to Tai and Nancy. Tai, why are you here? Nancy, is that a question to ask from your fiancé? Tai, when did you become my fiancé, Nancy? Nancy, why are you treating me like this? Tai, like how, Nancy? Nancy, please, Tai, you stop asking question back to back and do answer to my question. Tai nodded his head and sat on the couch. This is the very first time Nancy entered to his room. He looked at the surrounding and her eyes looked up to the wall, which has a huge photo frame of Suga RM, Wayne, Tai and JK with Mr. Kim and Mrs. Kim. And beside that photo there is another painting of JK, which can be considered as his amazing artwork. Her every curve and expression is portrayed in a beautiful way. He has succeeded to study every teeny movement and curve in that amazing art piece. Worst part is Tai was never asked to do a painting to of Nancy. But he denied by giving justification as he does not know to portray human beings. On the side table there is a photo frame of two little cute babies, and that is not complicated to figure out who they are. She doesn't have space in this room, neither his heart. She got a deep breath before speaking to Tai. Nancy, where is your phone? I have called you many times. You didn't bother to check on me. Why are you doing this to me? Tai, Bunny was not well yesterday and I was not in a good sense, you know. Nancy, Bunny, 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 do not you have anything to talk about without mentioning your Bunny? With an angry glare as she continued without considering how Tai is currently looking at her with a disappointment. See, I am really fed up listening to your childhood tales and about your Bunny. You are always keeping him on the priority list by completely ignoring me. He always there in between us as a barrier. I hate him. I hate your Bunny. She accused to JK without giving attention to Die due to her anger. Then I hate you, claimly, as Nancy looked at him in a shocked expression. Today I realized that I have taken a very wrong decision by giving you a chance to be my girlfriend. I said you once I do not have any feelings for you. Can you remember how he have convinced me to give one chance to your relationship? You told me that I will learn to love you and your love is enough for now. Can you remember? She nodded her head slightly with a tearful eyes. So many realization with a day. I have realized that you are not the one that I have thought. You accused my Bunny. No matter what, he is the most important one to me. And hereafter, do not try to say any word against my Bunny. Still, I am respecting to you because you have helped me a lot as a friend. But I cannot give my love to you as a compensation. This is a high time to mark full stop for our relationship. Nancy, no No, Ty, please, I was out of my mind and I do not have any hard feelings for Jungkook. Please do not say me to part away from you, Ty, maybe, but I do not want to be in this baseless relationship, Nancy. I do not think that I can give my love to you. You deserve someone better than me who are capable of loving you. Nancy, you are telling all this because of my allegation about Jungkook, right? I am ready to say sorry, Tai. If you say something against him, then you will witness the worst side of my Nancy. No, never, Tai. I won't say anything. Please, I cannot live without you. She pleaded. Tai, I do not want to keep you in the dark anymore. I got the answer to all my questions. Try to remove on Nancy. We are not meant to be together. Nancy, I love you, Tai. Tai, I am not, and I won't be able to love you. Please understand. Nancy, give another chance to us. I just want to be with you. My love is enough. I just want to be with Bunny. I love him. I cannot live without my Bunny. I am ashamed that I didn't realize my love for him before. Do you think I can ever love someone else? Directly looking at her eyes and holding her shoulder. I cannot. She started to shake her head slowly and turn around by releasing herself from his grip. Nancy, my worst nightmare come true. I knew this, wiping out her tears. Then you have kept me in the dark by knowing the truth and bounded me into baseless relationship too. In disappointed tone, Nancy, love is a selfish affair, Ty. I will not give up. Jackie is taking small steps and coming towards Ty's room to express his feeling to him. He does not want to drag this matter anymore as he can sense Ty's love from his behavior. Jackie, I am nervous. He stood up at the entrance of the room. Jackie, no, Jungkook, you can do it. Take a deep breath. His cheeks are turned into reddish color by remembering Wayne's words. Jackie, I am nervous. When what do I need to do? It's awkward to say I love you directly. When are you going to say I love you, Bear? She asked with a shocking face and smiling a bit mockingly. Jackie, what else? When that was the things our mom did in the past. Might be granny too. We are in 21st century, monkey. Jackie, confusingly. So what do I need to tell? When, oh, this boy, do not say anything, just give him a kiss. Wink. JK, kiss, that is a usual thing between us, and that is not enough to confess my love to him. And what that was that usual thing? Do not say me that you two are kissing each other, and yet my stupid brother considered that as a part of friendship. Jake, that is normal since childhood. Whenever I am feeling sad or happy, I am giving kiss to him. Wait, I am talking about lip kiss. My poor hearts are not on to hear that you two are doing that from the childhood. JK, see, no, I just see kiss, embracing by lowering his gaze. Does he need to kiss him? This is going to be more embarrassing. Fine, do not be shy, monkey. That is normal between lovers. Do it. JK playfully hit her to her shoulder and come out. Now he is going to confess his love in a different way. He slowly opened the door. Nancy got to see Jake sneaking out his head slowly into the room from the mirror. Anger, jealousy are roaming around her head as she is in a position to do anything to grab Ty. She was turned around and pushed Ty onto the bed while hovering herself over him as to create a beautiful drama. She has started to heavily breathing and moaning in his ear intimately. The skin in front of Jake's eyes is enough to weaken his leg as he holds the door to straighten himself and hurriedly stepped out from the room. Ty is still not able to react to sudden movement of Nancy, and after realizing that she is trying to kiss him, he forcefully pushed Nancy on the ground. Nancy was screamed while leaning on the floor while still struggling to get up due to the back pain caused. How dare you? He stepped into such a lower level. He got up from the bed with a disgusting look. Go away, Nancy. Do not ever try to do something that I might forget once we have shared a friendship. He opened the door and signaled her to go. She got up from the floor with a great difficulty and looked at him with hiding her sly grin. Her intention was not to kiss him but to show JK that they are sharing a deep physical relationship which is not possible to apart them away. Her sudden plan has worked and she gets out from the room confidently. Jungkook is walking down the corridor slowly while replaying what he saw just few minutes ago. He is not able to hold his tears as he quickly runs into his room and locks the door. They cannot again. No, he crashes his heart and tries to calm down himself. Why always fate is cruel to him? Doesn't he deserve to be happy? Painful wounds are getting into words as he is trying very hard not to cry and not to be silly as before by knowing that I love someone else. Was trying to confess his love by being greedy for his love and affection. JK, he is not destined to be mine. He sat down while leaning towards the door. JK, what should I do now? I cannot bear this pain, bear. I wish that you wouldn't, my love, bear. I am acting like a fool. JK, why do I need to suffer like this? I have to ask my love for you, bear, but that mere feeling is killing me. He tried to wipe out his tears, but it's getting hard to control his emotion, which is outflows like tears. JK, Mama, give it strength to your baby, please. We are not meant for each other. Being friends is the best thing, bear. I was stupid to misunderstand your friendship, bear. Hereafter, I will try my best to be away from your life. I have to let you go, bear. I have to. He closed his eyes while biting his lip hardly. JK, still I am not able to see you with any other girl. My silly heart, that means I cannot live in this house anymore, bear. He memorized now. He has wished to be his wife and stay with his family forever. He wished to remark his lovely family as his. Wasn't that he acted as a selfish lover? Okay, I need to move on. Unless I forget you, unless I let you go, I cannot move forward. He cupped his mouth to stop shove of his stupidity. The main reason behind this plan pain is his stupidity, his misunderstanding, and his resolve to bear his pain all alone. He hurriedly got up and opened his laptop to check his mails by remembering way to be away from all of this suffering. He got an opportunity to join with top class fashion designers in Australia at the end of this degree program, but he has rejected that offer as he wants to be with his bear and his family. Last 2 years have proven that he is not able to live without their love and affection. Time, Bunny, I will die without you. Looking at the mirror, he needs to practice to confess his love. Doesn't he? Tai, oof, this is filmy. He sat down on the bed dejectedly, but again stood up and kneeled down. Tai, I will be incomplete without you, my love. He raised his hand and hovered himself as to kiss his hand. Tai, will you marry me? Oh God, that is so embarrassing. While smiling at himself. JK, hello Hobby Young, tightly holding bed seat to control his emotion. Hobby, hello Cookie, I just come from your home. I wanted to have a chit chat with you, but JK, even I want to say something, Hobby Young. He wipes out his tears. Why this stupid heart cannot control emotion? Hobby, tell me. JK, why did you send a marriage proposal to me? He asked straightly to come into the point directly. Hobby, and that he is not supposed to confess his feeling over the phone. JK, Jinyoung said that he want to marry me. Do you love me? He has decided to move on in an every sense. He cannot give his love to anyone other than his bear. But if Obiyoung is in love with him, he is ready to give chance to this relationship. Maybe he will able to overcome his sorrows and start a new life. He will gradually learn to live without time. But it's not fair to grab Obiyoung into his pain and makes him suffer too. He has changed his decision of saying yes to this alliance. He cannot let someone to go through this same painful journey. Hobby, I am in love with you, JK, but I am in love with my beard. It is directly hit to Hobby as he closed his eyes in a pain. JK, but he is not in love with me, sadly chuckling. He loves someone else. Jake, I really need to move on, but I am not sure whether I can love someone else in my life other than my bear. Hobby, I know Cookie first love is always special. I know that better than anyone. Jake, so I do not want to drag you into this darkness, Obiong. You deserve someone who loves you a lot. I am not that person as I cannot love you like you do, sadly. Abhi, what is your decision? I am okay with anything, Cookie. I do not want to force you into anything. JK, I really want to move on, but my stupid heart is not letting me do that. I have called you to tell that I am ready to marry you, but again I cannot love anyone else. It's not easy. He wants to say yes for the alliance, as this will drive his away from Thai, but still he cannot urge his love like that. On the other side, innocent Obi will suffer from this decision. JK, I am going to Australia for a job, Obi Young. I have decided to go. I think time will fix everything. He declares his decision. Hobby, that will divert your mind. JK, hope so. Hobby, actually, you called me to say yes, right? But you have changed your decision now, saying no to me. JK, I thought that was easy, but I cannot do it. Hobby, let's marry and move to Australia together, he said, crossing his finger. Jake, do you ready to marry a boy who is in love with someone else? Hobby, yes, because I have trust on my love for you. You will definitely learn to love as me as I do. Jake, no, I am sure not in this birth. Sadly smiling, for the first time someone is giving priority to his feelings and emotion. It feels good. He needs to remark a full stop for his pain and suffering. Hobby, it's not in this but for sure in next one, smiling. Zik, I am sorry, Hubiyung, I cannot do this. This will only cause pain to you. Hobby, do you really think that you can remove on happily by just shifting to Australia? JK paused for a second. Is that possible to move on with a physical distance, as he can remember past 2 years? That was loneliness makes him realize that he is in love with Bear madly and deeply. Hobby, is that possible? JK remains silent. Hobby, Cookie, do not change your decision. I am willing to take this risk, and my love is enough for us. And give some credit to my love. JK, come here with uncle and auntie. I will tell this to Mama. He heavy sign.